What's up, Victoria? It's Victoria. This is all of my lip products that I have in my possession right now, both in my permanent collection and the stuff I've been testing. I was showing my friend a bunch of stuff I got in PR the other day, and I just realized how much lip product I currently have. And I went and self-described myself as a lip product person, so this is gonna be in an effort to like try everything on, give you some brief reviews, let you see what these products look like on my lips. I'm probably not gonna hand swatch. My hands are pretty messed up right now from eczema, so like I'm not really looking forward to like hand swatching, but I'm willing to give my lips to you. I don't know how long this is going to take me to record or how many days or recording sessions it might take. That's what we're doing. So this is a lip product extravaganza. So let's just get to it. This is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Lip Balm in the shade Bliss You Berry. This was gifted from the brand in PR. I'm not really sure why they sent this. It was just like a weird thing they threw in my one PR package. It's one of my favorite lip balms I think I've ever tried. I wasn't expecting that. I like the color of this. Not too obvious. I feel like Hannah Louise Posen might like this, but this is what I have next to my computer right now for work. So I've been really just working my way through it very quickly, but not too quickly. Like I've been working on it for about a month, and I feel like with regular use, I'm about halfway done with it. So I will obviously keep this one and keep using it. This is the Burt's Bees Tinted Lip Balm in Red Dahlia. This is actually the drugstore option that won in Hannah Louise Posten's lip balm search a year ago, or maybe it was 2 years ago now. It's been a minute, but like she did a whole like lip balm video, and she brought this to Creator and Friends in Palm Springs, and this was like part of like a gift swap thing directly from Hannah. Target from Hannah, can you believe? But I really like this as well. I think it's very equivalent to the one, I think maybe a little less pigmented than the one from CoverGirl. These are both good options. Whichever one you might come across if you were looking for a new tinted lip balm that's like not super tinted and has a nice color to it, I would recommend either one of these. They're very good. I think the Burt's Bees formula is like a little bit slippier than the one from CoverGirl. Not like it's gonna leave the perimeter of my lips, just like when I slip my lips together, it just like is slidier. I feel like the CoverGirl is a little bit grippier, but not like sticky. I hope that makes sense. This is the City Beauty City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade Pink Nude. I only ever use this as a prep step. This is not a lip gloss I would wear out and about to put on my lips while I'm getting ready to get them plumped a little bit more. I've panned the clear version. I just happen to have that also in PR whenever I went to Creator and Friends. Especially the colorful one, I wouldn't wear out. It's gloopy, it kind of does the stringy thing, but I do like the plumping effect it gives. But it's not a product I would actually wear like out of the house, not like as like the final lip gloss I'm wearing. It is solely to get the lip plumping action from it. I'm not really concerned about the longevity of it. It's just I like it very much as a lip plumper. This is the Mauve Lip Balm in the shade M183. This is the black lip balm. I don't love this formula and I don't love this color. I'm not into the idea of a sheer black balm. There's too much pigment in it, and the way that the pigment disperses, it gets caught in the texture of your lips and it's not super evenly dispersed. It's just like not a cosmetically elegant product, I think, especially just as far as the pigment goes. I'm gonna take it off. I actually really don't like it. The actual formula of this lip balm, I actually also don't care for. It's really soft. I think like that's part of the problem. The pigment and the softness of the formula, I don't think they would go together very well. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy this, and I'm gonna actually declutter this while we're talking about it. This is the EADEM Le Chou Chou Lip Softening Balm in the shade Boba Bounce. I actually quite like this product. As you could maybe tell in the sped up footage of my application, it's really hard to get the product out of here. The product in here is really thick. It's a really thick formula, which I don't dislike on my lips, and especially with something that's supposed to be like a nourishing balm, I don't mind that. I like the color of it, and I like the way it sits on my lips because of its thickness. My fear is, and this has happened to me back in the Bite Beauty days, I had one of the Bite lip balms and my container exploded because the formula on a cold day was too thick and the hole was too small, and it like kind of exploded on me. And that's like my big fear with this product. It hasn't happened. I tried to like warm it up with my fingers before I start trying to squeeze it out of the applicator. It is helpful, but it's still so thick. On the lips, everything else about it I really like. This does have, I think, a little bit of lactic acid in it, and I would only really recommend this for like lip prep or like putting this on the first thing in the morning, like your first application of the day, then switching to another lip balm just so you're not like over exfoliating your lips. But it's really pretty, and it's something that I would wear out and about. I think it's really pretty, but to me, this is much like the City Lips Lip Plumper. This is something that I would only really use in preparation for putting other things on top of my lips, not being the main star of my lip. I did receive this in PR and I do really like it and I would buy it again, but I would just probably buy the clear one and not one of the ones that have a tint. This is Cimarron from Gucci. What's this formula called? The Rouge à Lèvres Satin. I really love the packaging of it. It's really beautiful. The thing about Gucci lipsticks is that the Gucci lipstick shades seem to fluctuate. So this is discontinued. They no longer make the shade. This was sent to me by a friend. So I really like the shade. It's kind of like a raisiny brown. I feel like there's like maybe a little bit of purple in it, but not too much purple where you like start wondering what color it is. It's definitely brown, but I wouldn't even really call it like a cool tone brown. I feel like it's much more of like a neutral. I really love this lipstick. I like this formula. It's not a formula I feel like I would go out of my way to buy again, because I also have another one in this formula. It's comfortable. It has the nice pigment load and like, so there's no really complaints about it, especially because it does seem like every time someone tells me about their favorite version or favorite color in this lipstick formula, it's already gone. So like it's already a discontinued shade. This is a Royal Scandal by Gucci, also in the same formula as Cimarron. This is a discontinued shade as well. Hannah Louise Poston used to talk about this shade all the time. This is a really yucky, mucky green brown, and it's unfortunate that they discontinued it because I find that this kind of color is really hard to find in lipstick, just in general. And I find that whenever other brands try to make like a mucky green brown, it's like too green. This has like just enough green in it to be like, what is going on with that brown? It's already brown lipstick, which a lot of people have an aversion to, like a brown lipstick. And then it has like that kind of like poopy green color in it too. Like it's just like kind of like a yucky color, but it's like kind of iconic for that reason. Every time I've tried like a purposefully mucky, yucky brown lipstick color, I haven't liked it as much as I've liked this. And especially on people who are olive undertones, like fair olive undertones, this would read like really neutral on you. It's really pretty. Again, I think Gucci like discontinues their best colors, and I think this was one of their best, at least in the circle that I run in. Everyone knows has a Royal Scandal or has wanted a Royal Scandal at some point in their makeup journey. This is the InnBeauty Project Sun Balm SPF 30 in the shade Latte. This was received in PR from the brand. I quite like this. This has the SPF in it, which is really nice. This is kind of the balm that I will wear the most in the summertime. I wish I would have gotten the clear option or like a more neutral option. I find that this brown is a little bit warm. It's like still wearable with most looks I might do. And most of the time during the day in the summer, I'm not really wearing much cosmetics on my face, especially if I'm just like bouncing around doing errands, mostly because like I sweat so much whenever I'm hot and it's just like a lot. It's just like a lot for me to do, but I really like this lip balm. It's always the one like in my purse in the summertime. I will say I don't quite love the applicator. It's one of those like silicone topped applicators. It's just like kind of messy and gross. It's like fine enough. It's like not so gross that I like it. It's an aversion for me. And I also like this, the SPF, you can't taste it. You can't even really smell it. And it's nice that it's there. It's just nice. It's nice that it's there. It's a nice, comfortable, like thin, nourishing formula for the lips. But if you like a thicker formula, you might not like this too much. This is the Priya Means Love Smoke Lip Therapy. The shade is Smoke. And this is very akin to that Mauve lip balm I swatched earlier, but this formula is a lot thicker, a lot less glidey. I find that the gray pigment in this disperses a lot better than the one in Mauve, and I much prefer this. It has a bit of like a medicinal scent to it, I like, but I think could be a turn off to some people. But I really like this lip balm. This is like the gray version of what Hannah was looking for. It's like a little bit of hint of something I can throw on without worrying too much about. I really like it. I love that, you know, it's an Etsy brand. The container is compostable, but what I will say, you'd like push up this from the bottom, which it can be hard to do, which I don't love that, but I will take it because I really like the product inside. It's gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this color. This is the Ravie Beauty Effortless Lips in Dahlia. I got this at Creator and Friends in Las Vegas a couple of years ago, and I really enjoy this product. I would say it's like, it kind of feels like a lip balm, but it definitely has a pigment load of like a lipstick. It reminds me a little bit of the Signature Lips from Merit. Like it has like a similar chapsticky quality, but having a nice pigment load. I would say this is very much a My Lips But Better color. It's this beautiful cool toned mauve color. and they wear really well. And I really like this product. It's one of those products where this kind of thing I kind of like forget about, because I've been just much more into glosses, but the lip balms are very nice. They're comfortable. They wear, they're really beautiful to wear, and they're like much easier to take with you to reapply. I quite like that. Just like I forget about it sometimes. Like, I don't know what's going on with me. And basically all of the lip balms I've showed you. So this is from Girlcult, and I couldn't tell you the shade. Everything in here, besides the brand name, everything on this packaging is in Chinese. So someone who knows Girlcult, if you could help us all by like telling us what this product is that comes in this packaging, and maybe help us decipher what shade it might be, it'd be really helpful. This was really interesting. It's a very thin formula, but an intense pigment load. It's like a gloss stick is really what it feels more like to me. This is my first time putting it on my lips, just for full disclosure. I haven't gotten to play with this one at all. It's a pretty color. It's like not a color that I would reach for normally. It's very slippy on the lips. Hey, I accidentally swallowed. You know how sometimes you swallow a little bit of it? It was tingly. I don't know if this is a lip plumper. And honestly, if it is, I wouldn't be able to feel it now at this point. I've taken so many lip products off of my lips that my lips are like starting to feel some kind of way. So I really don't know. But that's interesting. I wonder if it's a lip stain. I'm gonna try. Okay, God, now I'm curious. Cause I don't think it's a lip stain. I know Girlcult has a couple like lip staining products, but I don't know if they have a stick form. I know that they have like a lip stain gloss. I don't know. I didn't really love that formula because I just felt like it was gonna get away from me. It was so thin. But of course, that was my first time putting it on my lips, so I'm gonna need a little more time with that one. This is the Rituel de Fille Lip Sheer in the shade Water Violet. Now that I have it on my lips, I think it's like a little bit darker than Dahlia, but it's very close in color. And if I were being honest with you, I do prefer the Ravie Beauty lip formula. Like if for some reason you were watching this video and you were like, I like those two. The shades are pretty close. Which one would you recommend? I would actually recommend the Ravie Beauty. The lip sheers from Rituel de Fille, I actually don't love how they feel on my lips. I like the effect of them. I like the idea of like a sheer lip product, but they more feel like a matte lipstick to me, like a matte bullet lipstick, than they feel like something nourishing I'm going to reapply. But I like their sheerness. I really like how they wear over a lip liner. That's kind of my preferred way to wear them. To give them a little more depth, to give them a little more oomph, to give them a little more something. But I really like this color. I got this when my friend's store was closing in Pittsburgh. She carried Rituel de Fille, and I snagged this because it's a beautiful like mauve color. It's like a cool tone purpley color, so very into that. It's like very up my alley. I was like, of course I need to have it, and she was selling them for half off at the time, so I grabbed it. I'm going to put it in my permanent collection. This is the About Face Cherry Pick Lip Color Butter in the shade Nashi Pear. If you've been here long enough, you know that I like this product, but I don't like the scent of it. It has a strong like peach candy smell that I don't love, which is so interesting because it's called the Cherry Pick Lip Color Butter. So you would assume that it would smell like cherries, but it has this weird like peach ringy scent to it. It's just a little more scented than I would like, and I do feel like I can taste the scent of it, which is like not my favorite thing, but I really like the way it looks on my lips and the way that it wears on my lips. It's really comfortable and it feels very nourishing on the lips. Like I have no complaints about the way that this product performs other than just the scent. It's a great product otherwise. Also, the shade selection of this. I wish they would add more like browns, neutral browns, because there's really only one neutral shade, but it's a little too warm. It's not this one. There's another shade. Everyone always tries to tell me that that's the one I need to buy. I don't know that I would be satisfied with that one either, but I like having this one. This is like whenever I want to do a little bit of a warmer lip color. This is normally what I choose to wear. I really like these products. This is the Trixie Cosmetics Matte Lipstick in the shade HR Honey. I bought this one, and their matte lipstick is a really nice formula. It's a very comfortable, wearable bullet matte lipstick. I find that it's not like super, super matte. Like I feel like it still has like a soft matte creamy kind of finish to it. I really like the colors that they have. I have another couple colors to show you in this formula, and I think they do a really good job with this. Like I think the Trixie lipsticks are definitely something that are like kind of worth checking out if you were interested in Trixie. I've been very much enjoying my experience with the Trixie lipsticks, and I think this color is just totally cool. Like it's just the absolute perfect like 90s brown lip. It's a little on the warm side for my preferred kind of brown, deep brown lipstick, but it is still very nice nonetheless. This is the Trixie Buttercream formula, and this is in the shade Cherry Chip. This is very new to me. They sent this to me in PR. This was my first part of my first PR package for Trixie Cosmetics, so very exciting. They smell really good. They have like just kind of like a very subtle, kind of like vanilla cake scent. Like they're not too harsh, but they're like nicely scented to be like pleasant while you're putting them on. Don't smell chemically at all. I love this color. It's this beautiful like ox blood. I think it's supposed to be like more like a black cherry is how they would want you to describe it, but it's giving ox blood to me. Whenever I first got into makeup, ox blood was like kind of like the color. I don't know if it was like the color of the year when I got into makeup, but a lot of brands were doing this very vampy ox blood lip. I find this formula very, very comfortable. I really don't know how this one wears yet because it is so new to me. I've only applied this a couple of times. I do prefer the buttercream lip formula to the matte lipstick formula, just in case you were curious of that, but I just don't really love the look of a matte lip kind of in general. Like I just much prefer like a creamy finish. This is so gorgeous. I'm going to move this into my permanent collection because I also moved the other Trixie lipstick into my permanent collection because I like these a lot. Like a lot, like way more than I was expecting to. Kind of has been my journey with Trixie where it's like, wow, I like this so much more than I thought I would. So I'm just going to move that into my permanent collection now. I will bring it back out. I will report back on how it goes with that. I'll make an effort to wear it more times. This is the Trixie matte lipstick in the shade Eden. I wanted to point this out. This one's newer to me and it does seem to press on the side of the bullet. This shade's doing it, but the other matte lip formula I have hasn't been doing that, pressing up against the side. So just want to make you aware of that. And that might just be like due like to the pigment changing the structure of it. That's like doesn't bother me too much because you're about to see some lipsticks that are in pretty bad shape as far as like how they're like performing in the bullet and what I might be willing to do with some of those formulas. So I'm going to move this to my permanent collection. This shade is actually pretty close to my lip color, maybe just a little bit warmer, but like definitely the same like depth and tone. So when I put Eden on for the first time, there's a lip liner, which we'll get to. It's exactly the same color, but Eden, the lip liner kind of just like blended right into my lips. And I was like, it's always good to have like a nude lip color, but just like the other ones, I like this lip color quite a bit. I'm going to move it into my permanent collection. I was expecting this to be a more concealer-y lip, but for my skin tone and my lip color and like kind of my complexion in general, it's just more of a regular nude on me. But I feel like if you have even like a different undertone than me in the same depth of skin, this might read a lot different on you than it reads on me. If they have a color that you would be interested in, I think it could be worth checking out. It's like not the most revolutionary lip formulas that I have tried, but I like them and I would buy another one if they came out with another color I like. Eden was also received in PR. HR Hunny is the only one I purchased, but I really like them. So I was happy to have more. They sent one of the gel liners also, like the new brown gel liner. Now, the gel liners I am having a time with, I just really don't think I know what I'm doing with them. Like, I haven't quite figured out what I'm doing with them. I think I would like them more if I could figure that out. I need to buy the eyeliner brush. This is a Macximal matte lipstick in the shade Folio. This is very concealer lippy on me. I actually quite like the packaging of the more updated MAC packaging. It's like nice and weighty. It just kind of feels much more luxurious than their old packaging felt. Here's the thing about Folio. It's very similar. I will put the next color that I'm referring to on my lips next so we can just kind of like look at them. This is very, very similar to the Mob lipstick in the shade M102, which I absolutely love. This formula is so much more matte than the one from Mob. I can get down with a matte lip, especially if like the color is special, which I do think this color is special, but it kind of reads very similar to the way M102 reads on me. They look very different in the pan and if you swatch them next to each other on my hands, but on my lips, they're very, very similar. The thing that comes down to is like, I might end up keeping both of them. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to put M102 on next and we can make that decision together. I like this matte formula. I think it's fine. Like it's, I'm not really the biggest fan of matte bullet lipstick formulas. And also they're going to be really hard to apply with the state of my lips so far. Like, just like lip swatching, my lips just really dried out right now. So that was really hard to put on. I think, I normally do lip prep before I apply my lip products. So, but it hasn't applied like that before. It's really cool though. I like it. But let's put on M102. The child just came home from daycare. So if you hear screaming, he's just playing with Tiff or crying, having whatever feeling he's having. Valid feeling he's having. So this is actually definitely a little bit darker. So I would say I still feel like they're like the same vibe. And I do much prefer the formula from Mob. It is still a soft matte formula, but it was much more creamy and dreamy to apply. It feels much better on my lips than the MAC one did. Having tried them on just now, I do feel like they are different enough in color for me to warrant keeping both. And this is the kind of lip I do generally like to do if I am doing like a fully pigmented lip. I think I'm going to keep both of them. But if I were to make a recommendation, if you were in between the two and formula is important in how it feels on your lips, I would choose the Mauve one every time. Even though the packaging on the MAC one is much nicer, I would like always choose the Mauve one. So Mauve, if you could dupe Folio for me, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, if you could make better packaging. But if you want to hear more about my complaints about Mauve packaging, go watch my Mauve brand review, if that's something that you're interested in hearing my thoughts on further. I think what we need to do is like a creamy formula, then a matte formula, a creamy formula, then a matte formula. And I'm keeping all of my glosses for the end. One, because that will feel nice on the lips after swatching all of these things. But two, all of my lip glosses have shimmers in them, so there's going to be cross-contamination a bit. And I figured we can at least put the matte colors on without cross-contamination. This is the NARS Explicit lipstick in Bewitched number 809. This is kind of like the NARS version of HR Honey, except this one I think leans a little more warm purple. And the reason I say that is if you blend this out, and I have done this a couple of times, like if you blot it, I find that it looks more bruisey, whereas HR Honey looks like more of like a red if you blot it. And it's really pretty, really blotted down. This was inspired by Hannah Louise Post in this purchase. The packaging is just delightful. I love, like, it's like matte but also shiny. Everything about it's a little weighty. It's great. I love the packaging of it. I really like this color too. I've been wearing it kind of like when I choose to wear it all over my face. I'm gonna blend it out on my hand for you. I didn't know I didn't do this with everyone, but I want you to see like the bruisey quality to it, just so you can like see it. Like it's a little bit bruisey instead of being like red. So I really have been enjoying like doing a blotted lip like this and then also putting it on as a blush. It's not the best as a blush, but I do kind of like that monochrome look. It's very easy. And I also just love this. It's so pretty. I think this is also how Hannah wears it. I'm just a copycat. If Hannah's doing it, I'm trying it at least. Not bronzer though. This is new to me. I still am playing with this formula, so I don't know anything really about longevity, but I'll keep you posted, but I'm just going to put it in the permanent drawer because I know I would keep it even if it doesn't have the best staying power. That's like that's the kind of thing I like. This is from Givenchy. This is their sheer velvet lipstick in the shade 51, which I think is called Flamboyant Brick or Brick Flamboyant. This was a limited edition shade. I don't know if they've added it to their permanent range. This, I think, achieves what I think the lip sheers from Rituel to Fille are trying to do. It has a little more impact, but it's still very sheer. I think it's more comfortable than the lip sheers from Rituel to Fille, and I think this color is just so pretty. I would absolutely buy another shade in this line, in this formula, and I know I would. However, because of the color of this, I very rarely choose to wear it, but like it is such a nice formula. Every time I put it on, I'm like, I should wear that more. So maybe I should invest the time to look at some other colors in this formula because I do really like this. It's this beautiful red, and this formula is so nice. It's like nice and airy. It still has like that, a little bit of that matte feeling, but I think because of how like actually physically light the formula feels, it's not feeling like astringent. I'm living for this. I'm living for this. I'm gonna keep it. It's like one of those colors I like never put on my lips, but I'm always like, wow, I did a really good job picking that. Never wear it, but I did such a good job picking it. I think I bought that during my budget year, if you were here for that year. Tip a bitch, okay? Not me going tip a bitch. I mean, you could. You join my Patreon or channel memberships if you really wanted to. Or if you decide to buy any of these based off this video, I will have affiliate links down below. No pressure to do any of those things. I'm just saying. My lips, look at them. Ugh. Honey, they're tired. Honey, Miss Girl, they're tired. This is the Merit Signature Lip Matte in the shade Antibes. I really like the Merit Signature Lips, and I do actually like this matte formula. I think it's a very comfortable matte formula, matte bullet lipstick. I also love their packaging. I'll show you some of my other Merit lip products that are not in the matte formula and how they last in the bullet. But so far, this matte one has held up quite well. I love this color. It's weird because it's a little bit darker than the lip sheer I just showed you, and it actually is much more opaque than that one, but they are very similar. The one from Givenchy is like a little bit brighter, but this is really pretty. I feel like if I put that lip sheer on in the middle of this lip color, that'd be such a slay. It would like brighten it up in the middle. Let's see. We could try it. We're here. Yeah, I just brightened up a little bit. It's very subtle, so I don't know if it's going to pick on camera. This was gifted to me in PR, the Merit lipstick. I really like this formula. I'm gonna keep it, but I don't really wear this one much either. I do think this is a little more comfortable than the sheer velvet one from Givenchy. I'm going to let Editing Tom make a decision if they want to make a decision. I'm going to keep both of them for now. If they want to, as if they are not me. This is the Merit Signature Lip in the shade Baby. This was received in PR as well. I really love the Signature Lip formula. Like I was saying earlier when I was talking about another formula, I referenced this formula. It's kind of like a chapsticky, kind of full pigment kind of moment. I really like this. And this shade is really perfect for me. It's kind of like a gray pink. And it really just works really well with my complexion. Not so much this look, but like this is a very good everyday nude color for me. So I'm definitely going to keep it. And I do like this formula so much. It's just so comfy on the lips. This is Merit's 1990. And as you saw in the up close footage, it has seen better days. So this is kind of like a known issue with the Merit signature lips. Well, I had the shade Slip and it did it to it really quickly, but 1990 held up quite well for a very long time, and then it did it to me. I'm not really sure what makes it happen, like quote unquote makes it happen, because apparently, according to my comments, mine really lasted pretty well in the bullet for quite some time, a lot longer than a lot of other people's. But this is such a beautiful, just like neutral brown shade on me. I really love it. This was like, I think in the first PR package Merit ever sent me, and I still love it. And that was now a couple of years ago. Still very pretty. I still love this shade. I still love it. I do think that they need to sort that out. And I would definitely not blame anyone who was interested in that waiting until they figure that out before making a purchase. It is annoying, but like I like that formula enough, but I don't know that everyone would love the formula enough to deal with that, because it is annoying, especially if you are taking your lipstick with you to reapply somewhere that isn't your home. That's very annoying. And it's just to acknowledge that. So definitely understand. But if anyone knows a similar formula to the signature lips, would love to hear about it, because I do like the signature lip formula. The one thing that Merit always has on other brands though is like their color selection is so good. Like they just have really honed in colors. Kind of like what I was saying about those Gucci lipsticks. There's just like these colors. I'm like, these are really honed in colors. They really like got there with the colors. This is the Westman Atelier Lip Suede Matte Lipstick in the shade Rue. So the packaging is really nice and heavy, and I like interacting with it, but it's also really weird because it feels very like chunky compared to like the lipstick inside. That might make it easier for some people to hold, just as far as like having a little more purchase on it, but it is very wide. It's very chubby little thing. I like this formula because it's like instant pigment and it's very comfortable. It kind of feels nourishing. I personally wouldn't call this a matte lipstick. I would call it a cream finish. It also feels like a cream formula. It's like mattens enough. I guess this is just what we're calling matte lipstick now. The Mob matte formula is very similar, where it's like creamy, has like a kind of slight cream finish. It's very soft. I really like this formula. I don't know that it's like $50 worthy. That's like a really up to you call. It's nice packaging. It's nice to interact with. And I also will say, I really thought that Rue was going to be a lot warmer. I didn't buy it until I swatched it in person. It's a right down the middle. It's a very neutral brown. It really depends on like what it's next to, how it looks. Because whenever I swatch all of my brown lipsticks, it's not the warmest one, but I really thought that's what it would be. Because a lot of times these luxury brands, especially clean brands, they like to make a deep brown shade, but it will be like almost red, and they did not do that. And I really appreciate that. So Rue's I'm very fond of the shade Rue, but I don't know if I would buy another shade of this formula, but I do like Rue, and my affinity for brown lipstick just, it never fades. It never fades. I just had to turn my fan on higher, so you might be able to hear it now. Normally, I feel like in post, you don't really hear the fan, just maybe a slight hum of it, but you might definitely hear it now, but my camera's starting to overheat. I still feel good to keep going with the project. I feel okay continuing putting on lipstick, but I don't want my camera to overheat, and I just want to keep going because I feel like if I do stop, then I won't want to pick it up later, so we're just going to keep powering through. Just in case you were curious, whenever I wipe off my lips and I wipe off foundation, I've been reapplying it. Today I'm wearing this Dior stick foundation, and I finally come to the conclusion that I'm going to give up the ghost on this. It just does not work very well for what I need it to. This is the Patrick Ta She's Hard to Get lipstick. This is a true matte lipstick. It has like a soft powder finish. It applies a little more creamy than the matte Macximal finish was like, it's applied a lot better than that one did on my tired, worn out, turned out, flipped up, inside out lips. And it is really pretty. Now, I have learned that on camera, this color really gets mistaken for a red. It is like a fuchsia magenta that's close to red, but it is still much more a pink than it is a red magenta. So it has like a more purple in it. And I don't know what it is about the camera that makes it register that way, because people always like, oh, I love you whenever you wear this red lipstick. And I'm like, it's not red. I just don't want anyone to be confused in case you like were like, this was a contender for you. I keep this around. I very rarely choose to do a bold lip. I think you can tell. And if I choose to do a bold lip, it's a bold lip that washes me out, which is like kind of like an inverse bold lip, but it's still bold because most people don't want to be washed out by their lip color. So I rarely choose to, I don't know. But I still like keeping it because it's like every now and then it sparks interest. But like, I would say I only wear this lip color a couple times a year at max. And I've had this since 2020. This was something I bought while I was working at Sephora after things opened up from like the pandemic. Like one of the first couple of weeks that we opened up, like I was wearing a mask and I bought a lipstick and I said, this feels counterintuitive. I remember really liking it at the time when I was wearing it all the time, when I was wearing bold lips all the time, like liking the formula. It's like, it's very comfortable, like for a matte formula. It still kind of feels a little bit nourishing, you know, on the lips, especially like, again, how deep I am into doing this lip swatch project that we're doing. But yeah, I feel very iffy about buying from Patrick Ta as it is right now. It's pretty. I like it. I'm going to keep it, but it's like very rare occasion for me to choose to wear that. Oh no, it stains. It's staining. Well, we're almost through like the more pigmented stuff. So damn, I like did not realize. So knowledge for all of us, it stains. Okay, I'm gonna try applying this, and I'm wondering if I apply this and then I wipe it off, some of that pigment will lift. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Plump Glad. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Plumpgasm Lip Plumper in the shade Fair Medium. I like this lip plumper a lot. It's a lip plumper I like to wear out. It is a super messy applicator, and it is in fact the spiciest lip plumper I have ever used. Obviously, my lips are very pink from the Patrick Ta lipstick. It's kind of just, it's a pretty sheer nudie lip color, and oh, is it spicy? It stays spicy on the lips for quite some time too. Like, it's the longest lasting spiciness of any of the lip plumpers I've ever tried. It's intense, but I do like it. I like the intensity of it. So I'm just gonna put it back in the drawer. This is the Black Moon Cosmetics Sinister Satin Lipstick in the shade Omen. I love this lipstick. It is a satin lipstick. It's super comfortable. Like, I really can't feel it on my lips. And I find that the staying power is really nice. It is a black, so it's like fully pigmented. Also fully pigmented in one swipe. Like, it's just such a really nice formula. I think they also have like a nudes selection, and the packaging, even though it's like pretty lightweight, is very satisfying to interact with, and everything's really cute about it. But it is a very, very lovely black lipstick. So if you were looking for like a satin lipstick that's black, this would be the one I would recommend. I mean, I haven't tried a ton of black lipsticks, but I just think this was really, really lovely. If I was looking for like another interesting grungy color, I would look in this formula first, probably. God, I just love black lipstick. Don't you? You probably don't. But I'm gonna keep that. I feel like it actually helped neutralize the pink a little bit. So that's great. Made it a little more purple, but I think it's a little closer to my actual lip color than it was with the pink. Okay, this is the last bullet lipstick, and then we're gonna move on to lip liners. Woo! This is the Confessions lipstick from Hourglass in the shade Red Zero. It's a beautiful red. It's supposed to be like a true red without using carmine. Yeah, I don't think I would ever buy another Confessions lipstick color, but I do like this red because it is right down the middle. I think blue reds are really pretty, and I think if I were to pick a red that wasn't like down the middle, I would pick a blue red. But I just kind of like that this was just feels, it does feel like a true red on the lips too. I don't love an orange red. I like red lipstick's really pretty. Like, if you're choosing to wear a red lipstick, there's like power in that. This is the red lipstick that I like to wear the most, but I just very much like that pink lipstick. I very rarely choose to wear it. It's like a very decided thing if I'm choosing to wear a red lip. It's not because I'm scared of it either. Like, it's just more of like the way the rest of my face works out. It's like getting to a red lip, you're like, okay, I think I have enough other things going on in my face. It's like, let me throw on brown. This is the Chestnut Lip Pencil from MAC. I feel like MAC is very much the standard for lip liner if you've never tried it before, but like, it's like the lip liner, like if you've never tried lip liner and you were willing to spend a little bit of money on a lip liner, I feel like this is like normally the lip liner base that people recommend. They have a lot of colors in their lip liner, which is like really great because some brands only have like a couple colors in their lip liners. Chestnut is like a nice brown. It can lean a little bit warm. It works really well with warmer lipsticks and neutral lipsticks. Cool tone lipsticks I don't quite love this shade as much with because it does have a little bit of warmth to it, but I really like their formula. It is a drier formula, but it doesn't set immediately, which I feel like most of the time with a drier formula, I find that they are harder to blend out later. It gives you time to blend it out with your finger if you're into that, which I am into like a more buffed out lip line because I normally am wearing lip liner and lip gloss. That's like my general look. And so I prefer something a little diffused on the edges and it gives you the time to do that. I really like that formula. I don't know if it's like the be all end all lip liner formula anymore, but it is a really nice one. This is the Victoria Beckham lip liner in the 5. This is a very warm lip liner. It's like a much warmer, more caramelly brown than the one from MAC. This is a little bit softer of a pencil, but not the most soft pencil. And it does give me the same amount of time to like blur out the edges. This is how I would wear a lip liner. I like this formula. I wouldn't buy another one from Victoria Beckham. I find that her colors are a little bit basic. It's just not the most revolutionary like lip liner. I keep it because every now and then I do wear like a warmer brown lip color. So I do keep it, but it's not the, well, one, I'm not really that excited about lip liner in general, but also like this lip liner, I don't know, I don't really care that much about it. This is the Mauve lip liner in the shade M159. I love this lip liner. It's my perfect kind of like greigey shade. It's actually a cool toned brown. It works so well with my complexion. I wear a lot of cool toned lip colors, especially lip glosses. I love like a purpley kind of lip gloss color, and this is so perfect to pair with it. I love this lip liner. I will absolutely repurchase this. This is my favorite lip liner color, and the formula is really nice. It works very similar actually to the Victoria Beckham one, a little creamier than the MAC one, but has great longevity. Would absolutely buy again, highly recommend. Oh, the MAC lip liner was PR. I think that was the only thing I've missed so far about PR. The MAC lip liner was PR. This is the Endless Cacao Pencil from Makeup Forever. This is also a cool tone brown. I find that this is more on the brown side of greige than the one from Mauve, but I really like this formula. A lot of people really like this formula. I'm not saying anything new about it. I really like it. I don't know that it's like the be all end all lip liner formula that it's made out to be. You know, I like it. I'm not really one of those people who like cares that much about the longevity of my lip liner. I honestly mostly care about what makeup looks right when I put it on. And obviously I want to have good longevity, but my lip, I'm not that fussy about. What's most important to me is that if I'm wearing a lip, anything, that as I'm wearing it, it just goes away very nicely, and then I can put a lip gloss on and then like that solves the problem. You know, I wouldn't carry a lip liner around with me, but I like this. I do prefer the Mauve. If you were looking for a greige and you want something really cool tone, I would get Mauve, the Mauve one I recommended. I'm gonna swatch my Trixie ones next, and I just want you to know that I did buy the one in the shade Fashionably Late, which I think they call HR Honey now. It came in a duo, the HR Honey lipstick, and when I went to find the Fashionably Late lip liner, there isn't one, or it's different. I don't know. I think this is mislabeled. I'm not 100% sure. But this is the one I bought. The other two received in PR. They all match the lipsticks I have. This is Fashionably Late, and here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna put on the other two. This one feels different than the other two. So I said this in a reel recently. This formula feels updated to me. I don't know if I just got like a pencil that had been sitting in their storage for a while. Cause this one, when I put it on my lips, it's very like sticky. It's very, very sticky, and it's kind of hard to blend out. I can't really soften the edges too well. I think that really makes for incredible longevity with this formula, because it is probably the best wearing lip liner I own, like just as far as longevity goes. It's just like not my favorite one to apply. It's just like sticky, which is like not something I really had an experience with. But that's this one. Let's apply the other two just to show you the difference in application. I don't know if you'll be able to see it right away. I'm going to apply Cherry Chip next, because I feel like this is the one that is the most, like you'll be able to see it, because HR Honey kind of blends into my lips already without any physical blending. Work it, girl. This one is so much creamier and dreamier and easier to blend. I don't know what happened over here. I think it's just there's like, I'm not getting all of the product off. And so some of it's like building up and laying a little bit weird. And also my lips are drier than they've ever been. But this is my favorite color lip liner I think I have. I mean, I really love the gray one. That's actually my favorite one, but like I love this one second. I really love this lip liner color. I love it. I also really love Cherry Chip, the lipstick too. But I don't know. I don't know if it's like a different, this lip sync gel formula. Is this one called something different? It's not. I don't know. I just think that this pencil that I applied first was an older pencil because this applies really beautifully. Let's apply EADEM now. I can really tell how stained my lips are because that went on and it looked chalky on top of my lips, which it normally just was kind of the color of my lips, but my lips are now reddened from having everything wiped off. So I'm not really sure you'll be able to like see this super well, but it's like the same color as the lipstick. This is much more similar to the formula from the cherry one, the cherry chip one. It's like creamier and it blends. All of them still have that stickiness to them, but this one and the cherry chip one blend really well. The Fashionably Late one just like was a little harder to blend out the edges. The next lip liners are super glidey and then it's all glosses from there and we're just powering through. And a lot of the other ones are very similar formulas. So next up, I'm talking about the Merit lip liners. These were all sent in PR. I have 4 of the shades and I've said this before in other content, but just in case you missed it, the Merit lip liners I really like. They're not going to be for everyone. If you have a store where you can swatch them and interact with them, I recommend you doing that. These don't have the best staying power. They're like a satin lipstick in a very thin thing. That's how I would describe them to you. Once you put them on your lips and they're sitting there for a bit, they have a little bit of staying power more than you might think they might have. But I say these are lip liners for people who don't love lip liners. But what I like about them is they give you a very like blurred lip line. I don't really feel compelled to like blend them with my finger like I did with all of the other formulas because they just kind of already wear like that, which I also really like. And they pair really well with glosses and stuff. So I like them. I wouldn't even say I'm the biggest fan, but I like them. But there is appeal for certain people, not everyone. We'll start with Coupe. This one's like a lip contour for me. It's this like cool toned purple color. It works really well. I really love to wear this one with Baby from their signature lip line. I really like this shade. I'm keeping all of these, by the way. I'm keeping all my lip liners. I didn't have a ton of lip liners to begin with, so I'm just kind of like bringing these all in because I have found myself reaching for these quite a bit because of their ease of application. And like I said earlier, I'm not like super concerned with how long my lip wears. As long as the solution can be applying lip gloss and then it still looks fine, then that's all I'm interested in. And these are really perfect for that. Next up is Mayfair. These are gliding right on top of my dry lips. So if you suffer from dry lips and you find working with like a hard lip liner to be annoying, this might also be a good solution for you. This is a little bit darker of a mauve and also works really well as a contour for my lip. It's much deeper than Coupe was. I really like Mayfair as well. Also works well with Baby, but I also love pairing this with a cool tone lip gloss. This is Sportif. This is a nice neutral brown. It pairs well with the shade 1990. Good for a neutral lip. This one's my favorite. It's the shade Capricorn. A nice, deep, cool toned brown. Very up my alley. You know, very my speed. Very me. I really like all those. Okay, lip liners are done. My camera only has 20 minutes left. So we had to power through all of the sparkly things. So let's do that. This is the lip sheer from Rituel de Fille in the shade Medusa. This was Andromeda's collection with Rituel de Fille. This was sent to me in PR. This shade's really interesting because it actually like cools down my lips quite a bit, meaning like in color. It has like this slight green sheen to it. I don't know if there are any other ones that have a little bit of a sheen to them, like a little bit of like a slight shimmer through them other than this shade, but I really like that. If they had other shades with that like silvery sheen in it, I'd be very into that. Like if they had a purple one with like a sheen like that in it, it'd be so good. Very cool, but like the same limitations that I said earlier about the lip sheer apply. This is from Odin's Eye in collaboration with Tina, also known as the Fancy Face here on YouTube. This is the Glow lip gloss in the shade Creativity. I really like this because it's like this very sheer orange lip gloss and it has like cool toned blue glitter throughout it, but they're very dispersed, and so like to really see its specialness, you kind of have to like see it in person. Not a ton of glitter. It's just so beautiful. The formula is fine. I just think this color is really sick. Like it's such a really interesting color. I think Tina did a really good job. In fact, when I met Tina at Creator Friends, I was like, this lip gloss color that you made was like I don't know what you were doing when you made that, but it's perfect. Really like that. I don't know if they still have that collab in stock. It was quite a while ago. Over a year ago. I think I'm just going to declutter this one. This was from Kaki's collaboration with Finding Ferdinand. This was the shade Cafe Noisette, and I really liked it, but it's like separating and looking funky. It still smells like chocolate, but I have another shade that's similar to this, and it also, the shade Haute Cocoa is doing the same thing from that collab. So I think it's time to just dispose of them. If a lip product still smells fine and looks fine, I will use it. If it starts looking too weird, there's a line that I draw, and that those are a little bit past what I'm comfortable putting on my lips. Since I said that I have a shade that's pretty similar to Cafe Noisette, it's not exactly the same, but it has a similar vibe. This is the Armani Prismaglass in the shade 7. This is such an interesting formula because it has a lot of glitter in it, but it doesn't look like it has a lot of glitter in it. More like a liquid lip balm formula. Like, it doesn't feel like a lip gloss at all, but I think the interesting thing is, I think it's mostly shiny because of the shimmer and less because of the formula being a gloss. I throw it in my purse all the time. This is one of those lip glosses that's like, oh, I had a lip liner and a nude lipstick on earlier. I can just throw this on and it'll fix all the sins that have happened since I last looked at it. I wonder how long this video will actually end up being. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss in the shade Nude. This is a thick, sumptuous plumping gloss that I really do feel like diminishes like the fine lines in your lips, and it looks really, really good. My issue with it is that every time you pull this out, it's so gloopy and it kind of gets everywhere, and I think I could consider a different applicator. You also run through this product pretty quickly. I've seen a lot of people who project pan these very quickly, and they're always surprised with how quickly they pan them, and I'm actually getting close to being done with this, and I feel like I haven't had this for very long. I do normally use this as a prep step, but it's also a lip gloss that I will carry around with me. It's not my preferred lip gloss to carry around because of the gloopiness every time I pull it out. I think it is lovely. I don't usually feel the plumping action agent in this activating, but I think because my lips are so dry and chapped now, I can feel it, a little bit of a tingly sensation. It's so much more mild than all of the other lip plumpers I talked about or will talk about. This is the Merit Lip Oil in Tabby. I received this in PR. I don't love the Merit Lip Oil formula, but I do like the color of this. It's very subtle. We'll be keeping this one, but I'm not going to keep the other one that I'm about to show you because I really like the way that this looks with the lip liners that they released as well. This is supposed to have a shimmer in it. I can't see the shimmer when it's on my lips. I can only really see it in the container. That doesn't bother me, but it's like if you were looking for like a shimmery version of their lip oil, I think you would be dissatisfied with this. It looks just as shiny as the other ones that they make. So I guess that's all I really have to say about it, but I will be keeping that one. 10 minutes. You know, you only have 10 minutes. This is the lip oil from Merit in Twin Set, also received in PR. I actually like this shade a little bit more than the other one, but I thought I would like the other one more because it's brown and this one's a little more mauve-y, but I've been more into like a mauve-y, purpley mauve lip. This is really pretty. Again, I don't love this formula, but the first time I applied this, I applied it with a disposable wand, so I can pass this on to a friend without it having really been contaminated other than it being opened. We'll pass it on to a friend, but I do like this color better. I've worn this one a couple of times as well. This is the Fenty Lip Oil in the shade Rose Amber. I don't really love this formula, and I think I actually like the Fenty formula less than I like the Merit Lip Oil formula. I don't think I'm really a lip oil person, so I really want Fenty to consider making a gloss shade of the gloss bomb in this color because I really like the color. The thing is, when I build it up enough for it to be like the color that you see in the bottle, it's too thick and it like drips off of my lips. So this is meant to be like applied incredibly thin, and it's pretty, but it's not as pretty as it is whenever it's like in its full opacity here. And I would much prefer that. I'm not like full opacity, but I would like a little bit more than what this gives. And I wish there was like a little more shimmer in it, kind of like the Merit oil formula. There's like shimmer in it, but you can't really see the shimmer in it. Get up really close, and it feels like the shimmer is just there to make your lips look glossier rather than like spangly. And I would love a little more spangle. I will be keeping this. However, when I was applying it, I was like, I don't like the way that smells. I don't like the way that smells. I don't remember it smelling like that the first time I smelled it, but it doesn't mean it didn't. But I guess what I'm really meaning to say is like, I don't remember being offended by the smell, but now I don't like it. Because I remember the Fenty lip glosses smelling kind of peachy. I had a gloss bomb. I've really not followed Fenty lip products too much. I have another Fenty lip product actually here to show you, but like, I haven't kept up with them. I don't know if this is like the new scent or it always smelled like this and I don't remember it smelling like this. But I remember kind of liking the formula, but I know that Fenty lip product scents, people really don't love them all that much. I know a lot of people who don't buy Fenty lip products because they don't like the scent. And I kind of get it. If they all smell like this. I just don't remember it smelling like this. I'm probably wrong. This is the Fenty Gloss Balm Stick in the shade Icy Amethyst. Does this have a smell? I guess this one smells a little bit better. This smells what I remember the Fenty Gloss Balm smelling like. This is pretty. I love this. I love this lips. I love this. I love this so much. I've loved this since the first time I swatched it. I guess like it went viral on social media, but I like didn't see that. Like I didn't see that at all. I just like saw it in the Sephora and I was like, wow, that's really pretty. But it was sold out and I was like, this must be what we're doing right now. And I really love it. I like the stick gloss formula. It's not very thick. It feels more like a lip balm. The glitter is apparent. You can see the glitter, which I love, which is like what I'm looking for. If I'm picking up something that has glitter in it, I want the glitter to look like glitter, not just be like, oh, it's a little bit shiny or looking on your lips. Like I want it to look like glitter. So pretty. I love this with the Mauve lip liner. Ooh, it's like the perfect cool tone combo. It's so great. Ooh. Oh, I love this. Okay. Very passionate about Icy Amethyst. And I think they have some other colors that I might be interested in. Obviously, I need another lip product, like I need a hole in my head. And I've only decluttered 2 and I've gotten rid of 2 because I think they're past their prime. A lot of these might be past their prime. I should have swatched that last. There's so much glitter on my lips. I thought I had more of these, and I don't know where they are. These are the lip glazes that are in my drawer, but I do have more of these. We'll start with this one. These were all received in PR. Did I say that already? I'm losing my mind. I've been filming for so long. This is Rosé. I love the lip glazes from InnBeauty Project because they're yummy. Like actually tasty. Now, obviously, I don't want to eat my lip gloss, but if it touches your tongue, it's like pleasantly sweet. Now that might be not appeal to some people, but it is like pleasantly sweet. And they're all really subtle, which I appreciate because, you know, I get it. It's a lip oil. But I think you can tell there's shimmer in it, but it's not super obnoxious. Like it just made my lips like a little bit pinker. There's a little bit of gloss to them. And these don't feel like lip oils to me, even though they are lip oils. They feel much more like a gloss, which I like. I don't know where my other one is. These get thrown in handbags a lot. Currently, my purse is somewhere in my room and I can't find it. So I have my wallet, but my purse is missing. I was buying plane tickets. I got my wallet out of my purse, but I lost the purse. So I don't know where it is. So that's fun. That's fun and exciting. This is the extra glaze. This has like some bigger glitter particles in it. Also very tasty. A different taste. All of them taste different. They all taste like the thing. So this tastes like, you know, vanilla glaze. The glitter is apparent in it, but not too apparent. Like it's still wearable for the daytime. Again, I like this formula. It's thicker. It wears more like a lip gloss. And I do like that. I feel like that thickness, that beefiness makes it last on my lips more than something thinner. And I like it. All we have left is lip plumper. Pray for my lips. Oh wait, this one's not a lip plumper. I haven't tried this one. This is from CoverGirl. This is PR. I have for a long time had their lip plumper version of this gloss, but I have yet to try just the regular version of it. So I'm just going to use a doe foot applicator. I doubt I'm going to want to keep this because it's red, but I'll put it on my lips. And this is in the shade my Straw Booty. There's no glitter in it, but there's glitter still on my lips. This is kind of burning my lips, which I don't love, okay? Because it's not a lip plumper version of this. It is much tastier than the lip plumper version of this. It's thick. No, I don't like that. I'm like losing my mind because we're like at the end of this project and this is a new formula for me. It's burning my lips. Again, it's not a lip plumper and everything else that has been felt very nourishing after doing all of the matte stuff up front. This doesn't feel nourishing. It is mostly clear though. It's a little bit, it's stringy. Okay. We're gonna get rid of that. I don't think I need that. I can pass that on to someone. Now we'll get into the plumping version of that, and I have quite a few of these. I've mentioned this before. I really love throwing these in to my purse because I don't really care about any of these. And what you'll see is like, they don't really look all that different on the lips. But we'll start with this one because it is my favorite. This is I Like You a Chocolate. I like this one a lot because it is a brown lip gloss. Ooh, the spicy is so spicy. Why is it spicy? Oh, it's the spice is spicy. So I do actually quite like this. Again, I like to throw these in my bags. I love this like gentle brown. It just kind of like, you know, just neutralizes the lips a little bit. You can see the shimmer in it. I like the plumping in this. It's not the most plumping. It does give you it makes your lips a little bit red. And the plumping effect I would say is pretty mild. Like I would say that the most plumping effect would be the one from City Beauty. The next most would be the one from Charlotte Tilbury and then the one from Flawless. And then I would say these ones. But I love this color, so I'll keep this one. Oh, I have so many lip glosses. I'm looking in my drawer. I'm like, that's a ton of lip glosses. Although this wasn't meant to really be a declutter. It was really to like, it's like, what do I really want to keep? And it turns out most of them. This is Blingtastic. It satisfies having the glitter in it, but mostly being clear. But you can see that there's glitter in it, but not so much glitter that it's like unwearable for the day to day. Like, I think this is like an office appropriate glitter. I really like this one. This is one I carry out quite a bit because it's like, oh, it's clear. Just put it on. This is another one of my favorite shades. It's the shade Be Chill My Heart. And I like this because it has that slight warmth to it, but also it has some like cool tone glitter in it. But the glitter is really thin, really just kind of makes it shinier. I just really like the color of this. It's really pretty. This is the shade Pixie Dust. I do prefer the Fenty Gloss Stick formula over this formula. I feel like the Fenty Gloss Stick satisfies what this would. It's a really pretty, and I would keep it otherwise, but I feel like they both scratch that same itch. I'd rather have the Fenty one over this, so I can pass that on to someone else. And that's not one I've applied directly to my lips either. A couple of them I regularly have applied directly to my lips because I knew I was going to keep them, but not that one. I wasn't sure. And then the Fenty one came into my life and I just like that one better. I think this is really pretty and it looks like a glaze, which I think is really cool. Okay, I'm starting to really lose my mind. This is burning my lips so much. It's mostly because they're like chapped and we're at the end of this, but I think I can pass this shade on as well. And finally from Isamaya, this is the Metal Lip Black. This was gifted to me in PR, but I also have purchased one as well. This one particularly was the one I received in PR, but I also have a backup of it because I love it so much. This is exactly what I mean whenever like I really like a sparkle. There's just so much sparkle and it's so apparent and I love that. I love this product. This is also technically a lip plumper. To me, I don't really see it as a lip plumper, but it does have that tingly effect to it. Obviously, since I bought a backup of it and I'm not quite done with this, but I'm very close to being done with this one, I'm gonna keep it. Okay, I'm gonna take this off because it's burning my lips. I'm gonna put the CoverGirl back on. And that, my friends, was swatching all of my lip products. I hope that this was helpful. It was helpful to me, even though it was a bit of a pain. But I hope you enjoyed seeing all of the lip products on my lips. I hope this was helpful practice. I just thought maybe we could do this. I regret it. I'm glad I started with lips because I thought I might do this with my blushes, and after doing this, I will not do this with my blushes because my skin's already so sensitized from whatever my skin's going through it. And so I don't think my cheeks could handle that right now. But yeah, I'm glad we tried it. We tried it with lips. We did it. We're done. Meaning I'm done. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, subscribe. I did all that. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm also on Patreon and I have channel memberships over there. I do one additional video every month. For the month of April, I did a V first impressions video. You can find that. It's up already. There's no pressure to join my Patreon or channel memberships. I'm so happy that you are here. I'll have a pinned comment down there. I will have linked some very special, important links to help people in Gaza, links to help trans Pittsburghers, links to scripts to call your representatives and tell them what's up. If you have the time to do any of those things or money to do anything, please do. And that's going to wrap up I really have to be done. That's going to wrap up the video for me. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to follow your hope and you'll find me. And I'll see you in a video very soon. Go forth. Tits out.